Okay, so this is a review of Hornady Buckshot. At my local gun shop, I found 3 different types of Hornady 12 gauge double-aught buck. The first one is the Hornady black ammunition. My light just quit. There we go. The black. This stuff is listed. Got a strobe light going here. 12 gauge double-aught 2 3/4 inch. 8 pellet, and it's listed at 1,600 feet per second. Second one I got is Hornady Superformance. This is also 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch, 8 pellet double-aught, listed at 1,600 feet per second. And the third type is the Hornady Critical Defense, 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch, 8 pellet double-aught buck, also listed at 1,600 feet per second. So I took all 3 to the range and shot them out of my shotgun, which is a Mossberg 500 with a 20-inch smoothbore barrel. If you look at the rounds themselves, this is the Hornady black. This is the Superformance, comes with a red hull. And this is Critical Defense. It's labeled Critical Defense on here. They all look exactly the same. They shot very similarly. Not too much difference. At 5 yards, the Hornady Black, is that showing up? Hornady Black was a 2.5 inch spread. Looks like most of the pellets were here, the wad's over here, but I'm just measuring the whole thing. The Superformance came in at 3 inches total, and the Critical Defense, this was 4 inches. I'm guessing that's the wad, and most of the payload is here, but I'm just measuring the whole thing. So 4 inches. So 2.5 to 4 inches. It's not much variance for 3 different loads. That was again at 5 yards. If we go out to 15 yards, there's some pretty significant differences here. You'll see the Hornady Black up here on top. I had a 9-inch spread here. At 15 yards, that opened up quite a bit. The Superformance in the middle was a 5-inch, so that's not too bad at 15 yards. And the Critical Defense down here on the bottom was only 3.5, which at 15 yards is pretty darn good. It's about the same as what I had at the 5-yard mark. So the Critical Defense and the Superformance were basically the same at 15 yards as they were at 5 yards. So they're holding together pretty good. The black ammunition seems to be opening up quite a bit more. And then out at 25 yards, it was a little hard to follow. I actually pulled it back. I was at an indoor range, so I was able to pull it back after each shot and kind of mark these. But if you look up here at the black, this opened way up. This was at 15 inches from here all the way up to here. So it really opened up at the 25-yard mark. The Superformance in here was a 9-inch spread, which is pretty respectable for a double-aught buck at 25 yards. And the Critical Defense, same thing, 9 inches at 25 yards, all 8 pellets right in there. So, they all shot about the same. The only difference I found was the spread on them. The Hornady black ammunition seems to open up a little more at distance. The Superformance and the Critical Defense seem to stay about the same. Felt recoil is about the same out of all 3 rounds. Like I said, they're all labeled basically the same. They're a 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch 1,600 feet per second 8 pellet double-aught buck. So I'm guessing there's just a little bit different wad technology in the the Hornady black ammunition. The Critical Defense and the Superformance both say on the box that they have the Versatite wad, and the Hornady black ammunition does not mention that. So might be a little bit cheaper of a wad, maybe not holding together as well downrange. So that's probably the difference between them, is the wad technology that's in there. So like I said, the black definitely opened up a lot more than both the Superformance and the Critical Defense. And again, this was out of a Mossberg 500 with a 20-inch smooth bore barrel.